So if you come to think of it, right, a lot of you or a lot of us will agree, right, that there are some Nigerians that are more Nigerians than other Nigerians. Those who can get away with things that you, in your dream, if you dream of doing them, you will be arrested, you will be jailed, or even killed. We know all these things exist. We know all of the discrimination, against one another, the intolerance, the religious intolerance, and so many other things that are playing out. And we know those who are playing all these cards. But they still want you to believe that they don't mean anything. We are one. We are one. We are not. We are not. They're telling us to drop our real identity for a pseudo identity that has no real connection to any of us. And for 64 years, they have tried everything. They have failed. But yet you still think people like us calling your attention to what it means to fuse together people who have nothing in common, that they should work together as a country. It has cost lives. It has cost progress. People have been killed. All for this contraption. Destinies have been destroyed. Baba, future that they say to you as is so bleak. But yet you are told that you have no other option. You have to keep this. And he continues to claim his victims every day. You know it, I know it. But they are telling us we do not have options. You are telling yourself there is no option. You don't even want to try anything. But every now and then, the worst of Nigeria, representing the best of Nigeria, continue to make worse decisions that are now making lives unbearable for so many of you. Supposed hardworking Nigerians. And simply because the idea of if it's not affecting me, it is probably not happening. Oh, it is probably for clouds. They are chasing clouds. Oh, maybe this whole thing is this or that. You want to listen to people who have been doing things illegally all their lives, to accuse people of doing things illegally, but therefore they are going to be punished without any human face. Why am I saying all of this? I'll tell you. Nigeria is meant to be a country if we have anything in common, all of us. But we don't. And there is nothing wrong in that. To be on our own, run our own affairs, by our own choosing, and according to our own pace. There is nothing wrong in that. But you see, the idea of one Nigeria, of shared misery, gave some of you false sense of patriotism or something. You know, let me be honest with you, right? I won't take my money to any part of northern Nigeria for obvious reason. It doesn't mean that I hate the people there. No, I am not from there, one. I have a lot that I have as difference from them. So if I want to do anything in that part, if they become their own country, if I want to do anything in that part, I would have to do it based on their laws. And for somebody like me, I would rather not get myself involved in all of that. But if I choose to, that will be my choosing. Then I have to follow their law. But in a false contraption, in this false contraption called one Nigeria, which is a lie, they make you believe that you can do anything you want anywhere. But it is a lie. People's businesses are being destroyed in the name of religion in northern Nigeria. People's properties are being destroyed in Lagos because of where they come from. We are seeing this unfolding left, right, and center, right? But somehow, you do not want to identify or acknowledge that difference. That difference could be addressed if all of us can go our separate ways and respect our different beliefs instead of forcing it on ourselves and pretend to have one country where you have right, I have right, I can do whatever I want, wherever I want, as long as it is legal in the face of your law. But it is not true. People have been killed because of their religious belief in Nigeria, and they are killers. They walk free. That is not something that I don't have that from where I come from. That's a difference. That's a significant difference, that if whatever we disagree on will make you kill any other person for it, then we have a lot we don't have anything in common. Right? But a lot of you want to believe Nigeria just need leadership, and all of that. That's fine. And whenever it is your turn, okay, you will still see the same Nigerians who are going to join them in blaming you. Here is a story of a lady. Let's hear her first, and I'll say my mind afterward.
We bought that property in February. In February. I have only been there for 2 months. For 2 months. For 2 months. All the hard work, all the sleepless nights, everything. If you're in Lagos, you know how much properties in ATMs are cost. You know how much properties in ATMs are cost. Each time my son see me crying, he will always ask me why I'm crying. Mommy, you've been crying. How do I explain to our son? How? What do I tell my children? I'm trying so hard to be a strong woman, but this is very painful. I don't even wish anybody a pain like this. I don't wish anybody to work so hard, so tireless, and face something like this. I don't.
Sorry, madam. Sorry. Don't cry. Please don't cry. There is something you need to know, my dear Templars. This advice is not even for just because you are non-Yoruba. You know, normally I have done it many times on this platform. Okay, that I am a Yoruba man, and I can tell you the politics of these criminals who call themselves progressives, and I call them thieves. They are destructive. They do not create wealth. They do not appreciate threats. And when I say threats, it's not because you are making any threat. No. Any single threat to their political base or to their political capital, political fortune, they will go brutal, even if they have to go on destroying legal structures. You see the one they did in Mende? It has come back now that it was illegal demolition. But because they are the ones in government, all they have to do is to deny the same government document they issue to you. The agenda is clear, and it's going to go around all over the place. Now, here is what you should know. if you are supporting them for some reason because you believe their argument, they build their houses on the canal, they block the waterway, they block, you believe all of that story. Oh, their document is fake, they forged this or that. Fine. But there's something I want you to know. You see, we all know that Lagos has a very small land space. And that is why the ones who are very rich are using the stolen money to reclaim the sea and claim the land permanently. Others, they are choosing their own, it's like picking something. I want that Urbano shopping mall. That's the one I want. No, that is what Honorable Agbabiaka wants to, that Urbano shopping mall. He said he wants to build a car mat there for his wife. So we need to demolish the place. I love that land. I've always wanted it before Omoigbo bought it. Omoigbo that bought it. That is why I couldn't please demolish it and sell it to me. Like they are choosing places across Lagos too. And guess what? If you think they are looking for Igbos and Igbo houses or Igbo lands to reclaim, number one, they are not reclaiming them to give them back to anybody. They're not giving it back to any of you. Okay? It's going to be theirs. All right? Then the second thing is that your houses are not going to show that in this area and call, we have 20 Yorubas, and then we have 200 non-Yorubas. You see those 20 Yorubas who are innocently there, legally there, they have no issue, but because of this their politics of vendetta, they will demolish everything. And, of course, majority of your parents, your uncles, your aunties, who are now probably retired, some of them have some of these properties across the place. They will be affected. It will get to a stage where a lot of you are going to be like, this thing don't make sense anymore. It would have become so late then. So if I have an advice for you, not just for the Igbos now, if you have any money that you want to invest in anything, if you would take my word, some will tell you don't invest your money in Nigeria at all now, except if you want to just gamble it, or you are just probably a shady person who is just looking for ways to clean his money. But if you actually work for your money, don't invest in anything in Nigeria now. But others will say, no, Baba, leave that one. As tough as it be, this is the best time to invest in Nigeria. I'm not an investment advisor, but I have this one as a layman. Whether you are Yoruba, or you are Igbo, or you are Hausa, or you are wherever you are from, I beg you, do not invest in anything, estates, properties or whatever in Lagos at all for now. It's for your own good. Of course, there are people who are scamming people, shady people who are selling, the land grabbers and the rest of them. Those ones have always been there. But I'm talking about those with legal documents, government-issued documents. Baba, we're including government-issued plan. Like, okay, this is the plan for this area. This is the plan for that area. They presented them. None of them work. You fit there, you America, jeje, and you think it's none of your business. You are a Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba woman. I've been living in Magodo for the past 25 years. So it's none of our own business. It's not coming to us. You will just receive a call one morning. They will tell you that your house you built 22 years ago in Magodo is built on the canal. Now you will come there and say, where canal here? What do you mean canal? Our canal, the carriage that carry, the canal that carried our water and all of that, it's like far away. Nobody is building anything on that self. They will come back and say, no, this portion has to go. That's how dangerous it is. So some of you probably will believe them. Well, can you come? Let us be honest. All these people too, they like to buy land, fake land. You You, you that have no land, you ne kokole korale, ongbowole. Even the house that your parents built was 45 years ago in that Lagos. One day you go see them come mark am. Now you go come the house. This is where I was born. This house has been there since Jack on day. Okay. You better keep anything you can keep in the place, in the house, to remind you of the time of Jack on day. Amawo ile in the next week. They will demolish it. That's what is going on now. But some of you may think it is just that, these the Igbos. Some of you are here watching me. Abi? And you have advice for the Igbos. I will advise my Igbo brothers. So don't invest in Lagos anymore, but your own investment is there. Abi? Let us be honest. We don't, all these things they have been to our Igbo brothers. This is unfair. I advise the Igbos not to invest in Lagos, but your own house stay there. You go soon finish them. Your new site. Abi? The one where you go finish, where you go open for December, Abi? December, new site. That is when you understand what injustice means. That is when you also understand when you have wrong people in the position of authority. Those who don't give a damn. And when they are doing it, sincerely speaking, they do not deal with you, whether you are a Muslim or Christian, whether you are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Igala, Ijoy, Shekiri, doesn't. If you are on their way, all they have to say is that clearance, so yeah, clear you out. That's it. It was not yesterday I shared a clip with us where a man was crying that the Nigerian military, they are doing something now around Niger Delta area. They said they are looking for bunkerers, those who are doing bunkering. Now, bunkering is like stealing crude oil or stealing, tapping the pipeline to steal petrol or steal diesel, steal something like that to go and sell in the black market. So that man was crying in that video. His truck plus the diesel inside his truck was taken by the Nigerian soldiers because they suspected it to be, they accused them of being bunkering. Now, those ones showed them all the documents, all the papers. The soldiers still drove the truck away. The truck and the content inside it, the man valued it at 110 million, 115 million naira. Now, the soldiers took that, they stole the contents, they stole the parts and the tires of the truck, and they set it ablaze. They burnt it down. Impunity, lawlessness, a country without rule of law. You are just a minute, a day, a month, or a week, or a year, even 10 years away from becoming the victim. And now all of us go collect. I love reminding us. I kind of love that, reminding us. Even me, Mayegun, I go collect. I did here. They called me. We know that you don't believe. That's actually what I was told, right? And that's like about 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I was still talking about Nigeria, not this way. So 10 years ago, I was convinced that I should come and buy land in Nigeria. You know the usual now, once you go abroad, within a year or two, people automatically just believe that you should have money. If you are abroad within a year or two, you should be able to show that your life has improved. So buy land. That's the moment they will tell you, it is just 800,000. It is just 1 million. And you too, just be like, okay, 1 million. All right, I'll pay. But I'm somebody who don't believe in buying house, building house, or doing anything at all in Nigeria because I don't live there. You know that kind of belief that I don't live there. If I have money to buy or build any house, I will buy a house here because I live here. That kind of ideology, but nevertheless, they shall convince me, come and buy land, come and buy land. A lot of you know the story of my land today because I became a victim. My mom died. Then I buried my mom on that land. They said, bury your mama on that land so that nobody will be able to touch it. That's what they told me. My mom was buried there. The whole town, everybody saw us. We did all of that. We did their tomb and everything. And that's it. I came back to Glasgow. A year after that, I don't receive call. They've sold my land, including my mama that is buried on it. I thought they said nobody buy land where they bury people. So that was in the olden days. They say right now they will build fence. You see that you're buried that you built there. If it is in the center of the land, they will exhume the corpse. They will help you pack it inside something, and pack it somewhere. And if you think you are stubborn, they can get a court. On top of your land, they can get a court that will say, go and exhume your mama. They told me that. I said, They will try that. I said, yeah, they will try it. I said, Oguma shele. What am I shele? I will become very dark-minded. And I meant it. That's what Nigeria can also do to you. When Nigeria happens to you, okay? You become, probably like they say, maybe grace of God will make you continue to feel human or normal. And that's why you see a lot of wounded people who are looking forward to just one single thing, the total breakdown or breakup of this country. That is what will give them the satisfaction of what Nigeria has done to them. No healing can make them ill. Did you understand that? And I was already going to that dark place, now, dark place where they say, they sold my land. That's what Nigeria did to me. They started negotiation. Then they said, okay, they are now begging them that, okay, don't sell his land. His mama is buried there. And they started pressuring me. I should come and build house. I'm not going to build anything. They do some fence. No, I won't do anything. No, I won't. I'll do that when I want to. That Nigerian mentality says, okay. You know what they told me? Okay, then. This stubbornness, all this your stubbornness. They work here. All these things that you are doing. Somebody will sell the land and, I said, okay, let them sell it. I will not be pressured because I don't want somebody to take the land I legally paid for. Document everything signed. That's how Nigeria can happen to you. So if I have anyone, because some of you get this money, so even sometimes you are all here watching with us here too. A lot of you have some money that, disposable income that can actually make possibly a lifetime savings of some other people. And you are looking to where to put your money. Yeah, this platform is not to discourage you, okay, from investing in Nigeria, but it's just kind of letting you know that there's this risk. It is human risk. It's intentionally put there. So if you want to go and put your money inside it, don't come back later and begin to call God. God. You no go answer. I promise you, he won't answer. But at that time, the only picture that will be remaining in your head is going to be that your property being demolished and you being blamed for all of it. Oh, you did not do your investigation very well. Oh, you should have go and check this. Oh, you should have. But we did all of that. Are you sure that it's not somebody that is? Are you sure it's original? You could come to look like idiots, like dumb, lost, no idea of what to do. That is what Nigeria can do to you. And if you have such money, my advice is not because you are Igbo or a non-Yoruba, including you, that is a Yoruba woman or man. You are going to need more than that. And as long as they have that power, okay, we are all going to be victims. But they won't have that power for long, all right? I promise you that. They are already pushing to the brim. And the entire space is about to implode. An implosion, explosion. And I've told you this before. Word of mouth alone may not be able to describe to you what I mean. But you are going to see it and watch it unravel. People who don't like to take responsibility. People who don't want to be accountable. People who don't believe that it is okay to be wrong. And at the same time, the law is put in place to work for man, not man for the law. So which means every law has human face, okay? Every plan can also be amended and still achieve the same goal. But with what they are pushing, they are already blind to that. They will do every damage they will do. And then, they will damn the consequences. And that's why I said it is an implosion that is about to happen. But for now, let them enjoy the jolly good ride. So let's go to redeem. See this one where we won't talk now. Normal. It no concern us. And that is why I am going to leave all of you to it, to tell me how you feel. Because Baba Adeboye is not talking to you. It's not